final tutorial for now is just hyperlinks. So what I want is I want a menu class, all right, position relative. So I'm going to copy and paste this. Position relative border. Let's have that on. Don't need the font size so big, and we certainly don't need that top position like that. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to throw on below the header. I'm going to throw a menu division element there. I'm going to get rid of everything. And I'm simply going to place on it the code for hyperlinked texts. So the home page is called index. All right. Just don't forget your speech mark there. And we've got one other page at the moment on there. So I'm going to go with the jobs page. You're probably going to end up with some other pages. I know we talked about in our requirements a CV page. So now that we know exactly what it is that we're going to do, then we can create the links for it. We talked about testimonials as well, didn't we? There was a few things we talked about. And you define your own requirements. So you need to add links that are appropriate to you. There we go. And that's your menu, that's it. And that's where it sits. It sits in there quite nicely. So let's just have a little look at what's happening there. So that's it. So you can see how that's placed. Be nice to have a margin bottom on that, I think. Needs a little bit of a margin bottom. So in menu. There we go. And yeah, we want text align centered. And yeah, we just need to address those gaps. So I didn't put any gaps in between these. So let's put those in. Sometimes it's nice to use a pipe. Let's go with a pipe. You see that a lot of that on the web, pipes to separate values. And there we go. And if we click on the jobs page, it takes us to our jobs page. All right. And there are other things as well. So there were not only were there jobs that are being advertised, but there are also pages for, and I've got them here. Look for add edit jobs. So you could also put that one on there. So let's just do that, just to reinforce that learning. So if we take let's add edit jobs. I mean, these two pages that were created were to teach you how to create forms, submit data, process data, and display it again. So you can certainly go ahead and do those. So add. So there we go. As you can see, we didn't apply any styling to either of these pages. I think we a little bit of styling on the jobs page. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. So that's how you do that. If you want to make the height of this menu container up a little bit better, you could go with a height of, let's say, 50px. And I think you can center align. I think it's called vertical align. And it's middle or center. I can never remember. Let's see what that does. That wasn't that. Perhaps it was middle. Let's see. No. Could always put a bit of padding, I suppose, just to make that look nice. Do padding top. With 10px. And let's see. That's okay. That's fine. So if we let's turn all the borders off. So there's a really nifty trick for doing things like this in Web2Py. I can do Control, Shift and Alt, tell it to find that and replace it with the 0. Does it all in one go. Save it. Look at that, super quick. Got yourself a web page that it's responsive. Look, you see. And just to really illustrate the point, what I can do is, if I just copy and paste very quickly the content from res left into res middle and res right, and just make a few changes, get yourself a really nice home page for your website. So let's refresh. So as it stands with the three columns, it looks like this. Could do with perhaps centering this one and this one. We haven't done that. And you can see these butt up, so it'd be nice just to add a little bit of padding actually to all three of those classes. All right. So if we go, let's do padding 10 like that. It's just a little experiment just to see if this helps. I can see I put one of those padding attributes in the wrong class, so I'll just amend that. Yeah, I don't need it on that one. So it's having something just in between these two, margin left and margin right, which can be achieved. It might be that we need margin, but you can experiment. You can experiment with that. Yeah. And let's just have a quick look at the responsive aspect of it. So we do this. So you can see straight away, look, it zips down, and then we go, look, they stack on top of each other. Okay. So there you go. So you have everything you need to start developing your website. So please do this over Easter. Get as much done as you can, and then we'll address some issues that you've had when we return.